Hey, y'all. It's your resident Barbie. I'm here with a little lesson for you. I want to teach y'all how to do your channel subtitles. This is how I know. If there's a better way, please somebody tell me, because it is tedious, terribly tedious. But we can do this, guys. I want you guys to rise with me. Y'all want some more subs? You got to make your reach out there. I mean, really out there. And closed captioning has really pumped my subscriber count up. So, I'm going to do this page by page. And you guys, please drop a comment. Let me know if there's something you need, if something you don't understand. I'm going to premiere this one. And then I'm thinking about maybe in the next day or so doing a live, and I'll sit here all day with y'all if I need to help y'all get through this, because this is so important. It has definitely made a huge difference for me. So without further ado, we're gonna move on to the first page. All right, y'all, another thing here. You can do all this in YouTube Studio. You don't need a different app. You don't have to pay for some more AI help or whatever the heck it is that you and me keep going out there looking for. It's right here at our fingertips. It's free, it's easy, and like I said before, it's boring, it's tedious, but we're going to get through it one step at a time, okay? Forgive me if you hear sound in the back. I am on baby duty today, but the hubby's taking care of granddaughter, so I can get this out to y'all. All right, here we go. Now, open up your YouTube Studio. Go ahead, take your time. We're here. Pause it if you need to. Okay, guys, now we're back into our YouTube Studio. What I want you to do is go over to your little menu right there on the left-hand side and scroll down a little bit till you get to Subtitles and click on that. Now, you can see I've already got mine on there. You can see over there it tells you what's your videos, your latest videos. It tells you the languages you have for your latest videos, and the date modified is just, when you put the video out. Now, make sure that you're in the right place. Your languages are not going to say that you have probably more than one or two. Mine here, I've already done that. But we're going to go on to one that I haven't done yet because, well, it's not published. The audio on it was a mess, so that's what we're going to be working with today. Okay, on this next page you can see a little bit more. We're still on our subtitles, as you can tell. Now, this video that I'm working on, it's a 0 because, as you can see right above it, I reloaded it after I fixed the audio. So, anyway, the video title, you'll see where there's only 2 languages on that one because, of course, I didn't put it out, so I didn't worry about the subtitles. But you can also see where the couch surfing up at the top, but there's 203 languages. That was my test, just to see which languages did what. And then I made my video after seeing the analytics from that. We can go into that later. But so there's only 2 number of languages because I played with it before, so there's an extra one. Okay, so now you've clicked on the video title and it brings you up to this next page. Now this shows you what languages you have already. You can see that the video language, English, the first one, doesn't have anything in the subtitles. I'm not quite sure why, but I think it might just be for the description because it doesn't seem to allow you to do anything else for title and descriptions for any other language. I haven't really tested that out yet, but then it has English automatic captions. This one is a key for us, but we're going to come back to it, okay? What we're going to do first is we're going to add a language. Okay, before we get into deep, I want to explain about this, okay? It is so important to make a list first. As you've seen from back before, I had 203. I used every single one of them. I mean, I put every single one. So there is 203 in this list. I am down to probably a few more than the list that I'll show you on here, just because they were languages that, I know, basically, that I know of, I guess is the better way to say it. But anyway, that's what you need to do first. You need to go through here and look at this list and really think about the list that you want to make. The list that I've made for you all, it's a great start, but you'll want to add to or maybe even subtract from that. That's all up to you. The list that I have, though, is, I think, helpful because I want to show you how to use some keyboard shortcuts to make this a little less tedious or time consuming. Really, it's incredibly time consuming. But if you catch up and you do it on the daily, just as soon as you put out a video, go do it and you're good. You're set. All good. All right, let's get to adding a language. All right, here you can see my first list. This is just, like I said, something that I'm working from. English is in there. You'll note there's a little parentheses there. Some of them, English has already been done. Others haven't been. I'm not sure why that is. Just always check it, okay? Now, we've clicked on the add a language, and the first one on our list is Arabic. Okay, you can see that I've clearly pointed it out. Go ahead and click on that one, and that will bring up the next step that we have to take. Once you click on the word Arabic in your list, you'll see it'll bring it right up there. It's on the top, right above English, and that's what we needed to do. Now, instead of going and trying to edit or do whatever you need to do in that one first, I recommend going through and putting all of your languages on your page first. So the rest of it is just kind of like a process of elimination joined with a conveyor belt kind of attitude. Get all your names in there and then go in there and make them all automatically captioned. Okay, so next thing's next. This is going to be a little bit more into the tedious range because I've got 3 steps that we go here, but I'm going to walk you through them here and it'll be a piece of cake by tomorrow. You'll be doing it like not even having to look at anything. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go ahead and click on that add a language again. Now, Arabic is there, but the next one on our list is Czech. And you can see you're going to have to scroll all the way down. And yes, I did say 203. It's probably more because some of them did not auto-translate, so they were not published, so they were not on my list. That's how I went through that process of elimination, of getting rid of the ones that I really didn't feel like were going to make any difference for me. Once you click on that, you get your list that comes back up. The next thing that you should do, instead of having to scroll down every time, all the time, long, you can use a shortcut, okay? Keyboard shortcut. Click on add language. When the list comes up, your next one is Czech. It starts with the C. Hit the C on your keyboard. Now, it may not put you right on that one, but it brings you closer and you don't have to scroll for 10 minutes trying to find the next one, okay? That's why I say make a list. You can go down that list. You know what letter you need and everything, okay? Hit the C on the keyboard. It'll bring it up. Get to Czech. Click on that. And you've got Czech. It's going to be in your list. Okay, so here I've clicked on the C. See how close it got me? All I have to do is go down a little bit further. Now, I use some of these names in here that are right here. Like, I use Cantonese and I use Chinese. Mostly because I have friends that speak the language. But, a little bit further down, is the C. You'll notice when you start going through, if you hit the D next, which is the obvious choice, A, B, C, D, when you hit the D next, you're probably going to see check up there too. So you can shortcut by skipping letters too if you need to do that. But here's the deal. Go down the list, put all the names you want, and sorry about my granddaughter singing in the background. She's supposed to be taking a nap. Of course, we know how that works too. All right, let's go on with the show. Okay, now you can see here where I've actually hit the D. Let's go ahead and do another. You got the check on there. You hit check. You see your list over there. Check. Hit that, and it's gone. It's on your list. No problem. And as you can see, all you got to do is hit add language again and hit D because your next one's right there, Danish. And you'll do that one more time for Dutch. And then guess what? Look down there just at the bottom and it says English. English has not been done here. Listen, I do English because I also have deaf friends, okay? And everybody uses closed captions when they don't want to wake up their babies, right? So go ahead and do it. It's helpful to others as well as you. Okay, see? Just like with C. That was SEE and then the letter C. Yeah, that's confusing. Anyway, and you see here, this is another page, another letter. First, hit your add language. Then your menu comes up. And you guys, if you want to, you can also hit the arrow keys on this. It will scroll down with the arrow keys for you. That's another little short trick. And it does that for most menus on any website, on your computer, anywhere. Little fun fact. Anyway, okay. Go ahead and tap the D. And it'll bring up where you need to be, and then you go over there and you hit Danish, and then you'll have Danish on there too. It's really, really tedious, but really, really simple. I hope you're still with me. Y'all let me know. See, here we are at Danish. All you got to do, click on that and go down the list and put all of these on here for you. It's really, really, really tedious, guys. I'm sorry. It's not the most fun part about this, but I've found that my reach after this, after starting this, has been so explosive that it spun my head, literally, okay? It did. My sub count literally went crazy, okay? And we can do this, guys. Just let me help you. I don't mind. Leave a comment. Let me know if you need anything else. I do have some other stuff I want to work on, but let's do this first. Y'all tell me how I did. All right, see, here we go. Let's go ahead and do the English too, just so we can get it out of the way. We can get one more practice run in there. First thing you need to do, click on that add language. Once that menu comes up, go to your keyboard, click the E. It's going to bring up English because it's the first E on that list. All you got to do is click on it. You can even hit the enter button and it'll do it there too. If you don't want to go with that shortcut, that's okay too. Use your mouse. These tools are amazing when we work them out. Now, you can see after getting to the E key. Okay, guys, I'm going to reiterate this because it is so important. There are so many languages that they have to offer for you. But there are so many that you can't even tap into. Make sure you go in there and start with a small list, or you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to give up within the first day or two. Seriously, try that little list. If you want to, my list, cut it in half. Take off the ones you want. Do whatever you want to do, but definitely have a list to look from, okay? All right, on this page you can see that I've already added all those in there. Now, there's a big red X. That's the video language we talked about earlier. You can't really do anything with it, so we don't need to worry about it, okay? Not all languages will translate. even if you do the English automatic captions trick, okay? So don't get discouraged if you do the English automatic captions and publish that one, even if it's already been published, republish it. Then all these others, and these in my list are definite, all these others will work, and all you have to do is go into each one of these languages, hit the automation button. I'll show you that here in a second. Hit publish, and it's there. You don't have to do anything else, and it's already on your video. And just add as many as you can handle, because seriously, long, tedious, and boring, and that's where I've been the past week. But I've been trying to figure this out so I could help you guys and make it easier on you. I hope this works, and I really hope that we can all get together on it, because I don't want to go up unless you guys are going with me, okay? Let's go. All right, this page I'm going to take a little bit more time with, because I want to try and help you understand why this one is so important to do first. Number one, if you don't do this first, you're not going to be able to translate anything, really. You can go up there and you can look, and it'll show that the automated button is disabled. You can't click on it. So the first thing we want to do before we go and automate the languages in each one of these little drop down menus is do the English automatic captions first. It's real easy. I'll walk you through it, and I promise you it's not going to mess anything up. You're not going to lose anything, okay? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and republish or publish the English. Go ahead and click on that little bitty pencil right there. Okay, I'm going to take another minute on this page. Continue to overwrite. Okay, yes, it updates the auto-translate feature. It's very simple. You're not losing anything. It's just auto-translating the English for you. It's just like talk to text, just what it's basically doing. And it can get it wrong, but I'm going to show you how to fix that too. When it comes up, overwrite the track, and it may not come up, but if it does, go ahead. You got to do this. Hit continue. I just love these little balloons. Okay, where it says first, right there. Now you can see there's some writing there. You can go in there and read that. And right there, you can click on it. You can edit right there in that little box. That's all you have to do. No big deal. Make sure you're saying the right words. If you're not saying the right words, well, we know what can happen in translation. So, once you're done with that, and you're fine with it, I know you guys out there with some OCD are probably going to spend a good minute or two here, but once you're done with that, go on up there to the right hand corner and hit publish. Once you've done that, you are done with that one. Okay, there's next page here. This is what I want to show you, what happens between the time that you do the English, either you put before you publish it and after. You can see before you publish it, and this is actually in Arabic is what I use this one on, but the before side, you can see where it is completely disabled. You can't touch it. You go in there, you hit the English, you publish or republish it, and the after picture is what you see. The auto translate is disabled, or it's no longer enabled, okay, or disabled. God, y'all forgive me, I'm stupid. Anyway, disabled, enabled, okay? Gotcha. All right, now you're really set up. All you got to do is go to each language, click on that pretty little edit button, that little pencil. It will bring up a little screen for you, and you'll see where automated is enabled. You go over, you click on that, and we're in business. Okay, so now you got auto translate is enabled. You can see up there with that little pink arrow says Arabic. That's where we're at. It's working good. Once you click that, we'll go to the next step. And look what you just did. you can see the little pink arrow. It's pointing down to where it has automatically translated in Arabic. It's even in their characters and everything. It's so neat to look at. Now all the green arrows, the two pointing at the numbers, that's the first section. It does it in sections so that the timing is right. I don't know anything about the timing really, but I figure if it says what I want it to say, I'm not real sure if I worried about the timing. But you can go down, you can see the green arrow pointing down. You can scroll through there and see the different sections. Obviously, maybe I didn't say something so much in the beginning, so it just has like, that's my hook line right there is what that is apparently. And as you can see on this page, I'm just scrolling down showing you the difference in the times, and this is what was said during this time and everything. It's really kind of neat to look at. Of course, you'll get lost in it, and it'll take even more time if you're not careful with ADHD like me. Now, don't get overwhelmed when you get in here and you see how many sections you have. You have long form that you're doing this on. It's going to have a ton of different sections with a bunch of different characters. You have no clue what it is, but you know it's yours. So, go ahead and take some time to look, but don't get too lost in it. My shorts, I've got maybe 1 or 2 sections with those, but I have, like, my longest videos got, like, I don't know, 6, 10, something like that in sections. So, don't get overwhelmed. This is all good. It's nothing you need to stop and think about or worry about too much, okay? Okay, guys, in this moment, we are about to expand your reach to our Arabic Nation friends, okay? Hit that publish. You're done. Look what you did. You just reached out to a whole other country, many, in fact, just by one language. Let me know what you think. All right, this is what you see once you've hit publish. You can see Arabic. It says that you published it. That's awesome. Look what you did. Pink arrow, that one's pointing you to the next on your list. All you got to do is hover over that right there next to that little pink arrow, and that little pencil will show up for you. And that's all you got to do, really. Like I said, boring, tedious, yes, very much so. But look what you just did. It's a whole nother country. And you're about to get into a whole bunch of others too. Go for it. You know you want to. All right, we're not done. I'm going to walk through this with you a couple of times to make sure we get this right. And I'm serious, guys. Anytime you need some help, holler at me and I will do my very best, okay? Now let me know in there in the comments if you have a question. I can clarify something for you real quick. Y'all know I'm always on here. All right, we found that pencil and we are now on the Czech language. There it is again. Auto translate. It is enabled and it's just wishing for you to click on it. Go ahead. There you go. Whole new language, totally different characters. You can't see much on mine, but that's okay. Just go ahead and get over there to that publish button. Guess what? There's another country. Go on down to the next one. Hit that pencil. Hit that automate. Hit that publish. And that's another country, baby. You got this. Look at this. All published, published, published. Remember, you still don't need that video language. It's got you covered. Your English automatic captions is already taken care of. Go on down to the next one. And if you ever wonder, once you hit publish, if it actually published, you'll see right down at the bottom of your screen, this little white tab. I got a little red arrow headed towards it. It says your checked subtitles were published. So there you go. See, guys, I got all kinds on mine, and just keep going, keep going. That's all you need to do. It's really, really easy, and it's free, okay? Come on, it's free. You know you want to jump in on that. Well, see, this is what it's going to look like when you're done. Of course, it's not going to say published in big green letters. Yes, I did a little fixing up in my pictures and stuff, but You know, when you're done with that, the only thing you have to do from that point is if you look right up there in your left-hand corner next to where it says Channel Subtitles, if you hit that, you can go right back in. You don't have to hit like save all my work or anything, because every single time you publish one, it's done. It's saved, it's done, you're done with it. Okay, we are almost done here, but I want to show you a little bit here. Subtitles. Always go in there. It'll show you all your videos. Just go down the line. And you don't have to do the late ones first. Do the ones that you've just put out and go backwards, because you are opening the door for your older videos too. Don't forget that. Look at all that. We're going places, guys. Guys, look, I am never bragging about any of the things that I'm doing. Right now, what I am trying to show you in this page is exactly what happens when you post a video and then you go in there and you fix all your subtitles. Just look at this, okay? Between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. last night, this was just last night, okay? 264 views. All right, that wasn't just one video either. And then I had a little over almost 200 again in the next hour. Okay? 272 views in the last hour of this one video. And you can look at it. There's a little dip in it. That dip is when I was done doing all of my subtitles. I did this to prove a point. Look at how many views I'm getting on this. Now, this was a short. Yes, it was a short. But this is proof. Look at that. 370 views per hour right after this was put out. Half of that was after it was put out. The other half was the closed captioning subtitles. Thank you for being here. If you've subscribed, I love you to death. If you haven't subscribed, I love you anyway, but would you please?